everyone, it has been a while since we shared with you one of our projects. So today we're in this beautiful home. There's a lot to take in. We'll be taking you through the dining room, the living room, and the bedroom. And I hope you love it as much as we do. So we'll be starting off with the dining area, and I want to do this video a bit different. I want to share with you my favorite things in each room, or rather in each space. So starting off with this dining area, it's so beautiful, it's so classy and so minimalist. And one thing that we wanted to do was create this board and button, which happens to be my first favorite thing. It's so pretty, and we loved that it broke the white walls that we had going on. I think it gives a more personalized touch in the space. It gives a bit of drama, it gives a bit of coziness. Like when you walk in, it's such an inviting feature to have in this space. We didn't want to add any more items like decor. We just wanted something else that would add more depth in the space. So we worked with a mirror, and I feel like everything ties in so beautifully, gives good depth, but also gives that clean look and that homey look that we were trying to go for in this space. Our second favorite thing has to be the custom furniture that we've curated for this space. When we work with clients who love custom furniture, we like to be able to just give a bit of character, to just like give them something that they would love, something that is unique. So we designed this round table for this space, and again we went with this beautiful dark stain to give more depth, and I think it ties in so beautifully with the board and button wall. We wanted to have a bit of fabric on the chairs to just add a bit of softness and just a bit of texture in the space. And I think the bright white fabric ties in so well with the dark stain that we have. Looking at this space, it has a lot of straight lines. So what we were keen on is having like a different shape. So you'll notice we've gone with like a different table, and it just gives that interest, and it helps break all the straight lines that we have. The styling is simple. I love working with flowers. I love a bit of greenery here and there. So you'll see the flowers, they have like that pop of green, which I think is beautiful. And I also love the carpet we picked for this space. It gives texture. The details, the black lines, the jute pattern on this is so beautiful, and also the tassels that you see. I think it's such a beautiful piece, and it ties so beautifully with this space. I think it's kind of the last piece to have in this room, and it takes it from just this level to this level. It grounds the space so beautifully. And yeah, I think that's our simple dining area. Let me know what you guys think. But for me, it's perfect. And now walking into the living room space, this is one beautiful, cozy living room. It's super, super inviting, and I love every item that we've placed in this living room. I'm looking at the space and I'm wondering which is my favorite thing, because I love every piece that we have in this space. I think I can start off with the accent chairs because they have my heart and they're beautiful. They're custom designs by YK Homes, so available on Shop the Look. I love the beautiful curves on it. I think what makes a home is the simple details of what you do with custom furniture, because they give that detailed, personalized touch in the space. We kept them very low, so that when you walk in this space, you still have that full view of the living room. The blue fabric kind of gives the depth that we are looking for in the space. It gives more interest and ties so beautifully even with the gray couch that we have in the space. My client wanted a gray couch, and she wanted a sectional couch, so I knew this specific piece from Furniture Palace would be the perfect fit for this room, and I love how it ties in so beautifully even with the accent chairs that we have. My second favorite thing in this living room has to be the carpet we have in the space. I wanted to have a bit of pattern with the carpet, a bit of color with the carpet, and I think this piece ties the whole house together. It ties in the accent chairs because it has like the blue patterns on it, and we have like the blue accent chairs. The brightness of the carpet brings in the couch together, and I think it just gives that pop of color without overwhelming the space. And also I love how the coffee table that we've picked for this space allows you to see these patterns on the carpet. So I wanted to work with a nested coffee table, just like have more top space. When you have guests, you can just pull one of the tables and you can serve drinks, tea, food. So I think it's a very unique piece, and it's also very multi-purpose for the space and super functional for the space. Again, we wanted to work with the dark stain. One thing we were very keen on in this space is building depth, because we had like this bright light gray wall. So we wanted to be able to bring in a bit of depth through the furniture that we brought in. So you'll notice we've done dark stains on like all the custom furniture. The coffee table has like those beautiful grains, the beautiful stain ties in so beautifully, even with the black legs. My next favorite thing has to be the TV cabinet that we have in this space. It's so beautiful. It's a custom piece, again, by YK Homes. And every time we talk custom, it has to be unique. It has to scream uniqueness. So the detailing on the doors, they're so beautiful. I think it's that piece that when you're seated down, even with your friends, you can draw conversation from this piece. So we enjoyed custom making this piece, and like I said, it's a custom design by YK Homes, so it's available on Shop the Look. If you guys are interested, reach out and we can make you something as beautiful as this. Another interesting feature on this TV wall is the wooden panels that you see on the wall. This was one big wall, and I feel like it helped break all the plain wall and the empty wall that we had going on. It just gives a bit of interest and helps fill up the space. We introduced some artwork, and I think they're beautiful. They're minimalist, and the black frames kind of tie in so beautifully, even with the black TV cabinet. I love how the light fixture kind of ties in so beautifully with all the black accessories that we have in the room, including the beautiful art piece that you see behind the gorgeous couch. We wanted to go with something big to cover that empty wall. So the art piece that you see is around 5.5 feet long, and I think it just gives a beautiful interest and also covers that empty space in a very, very beautiful way. I think I spoke too soon, because just look at this gorgeous shelf. I think it's so beautiful. I like having a decor moment in every house that we design. It's always nice to have somewhere to display some books, some vases, some plants, and this is what we did with this space. So it was like a dead space, it was empty, and I think this exact shelf that you see, it's more of like an industrial design. We wanted it drilled on the wall. It gives a cleaner look without making the space feel bulky, and also the decor that we picked is very minimalist. I love every single thing that you see on this shelf, the plants, the books. I think it gives also the right amount of height on this side, and we balanced that out with the other side by placing a floor lamp, and I think the whole space now speaks to each other. It's like giving you a big warm hug, and that's what we wanted with this space. And yeah, I hope you guys have loved it. We also wanted to bring in the moody vibe that you see in the dining room and in the living room into this space, and we did that by adding this moody bed. It's a gorgeous tufted bed, and I wanted to have a moment even with the headboard, so we went with this channeled headboard, and I think it gives a beautiful effect with the lines that you see, and it just gives a bit of drama, and you don't have to do much even with the decor. That you'll see we've gone with very minimalist artwork above the bed, went with a beautiful black frame, and the artwork is very minimalist. It's like line artwork, and I think it keeps it very clean and very simple, and that's the idea with this entire space and with the gorgeous bed setup that we have going on. We also wanted to add some custom furniture in this room to just like have a bit of interest and a bit of like that personal touch in the room. So we custom made these gorgeous bedside cabinets. They're beautiful, again by YK Homes, and we borrowed the channeled effect that you see on the headboard and did these gorgeous fluted doors, and I think it just elevates the piece. Again, we wanted to be very moody with the furniture that we have here, so we went black on black. The headboard being like a very dark gray or close to black, we wanted to just like tie in that beautifully with the bedside cabinets. So the idea was to style the bedside cabinets with some gorgeous bedside lamps, but our shipment has delayed, so I just want you guys to picture some beautiful bedside lamps with like gold detailing lighting and maybe a white cover. We're going to put a photo over here because I think it will just like make them pop more. But yeah, it's a beautiful setup. They look great and they just give a lot of interest in the space. So I can say the decor moment here has actually been brought in with the furniture that we have because of all the design that is happening with like the doors and also the headboard that we have in the room. I genuinely love being in this room. Even just seated here, I am looking at every piece that we have and it just makes complete sense for the space. It beautifies the space so beautifully. I'm looking at the carpet that we have down here and I like the idea of having a carpet in every bedroom. It softens up the look. It makes the space feel more grounded. But the idea or rather the trick is you want to pick a carpet as per the headboard that you have or rather as per the bed you have. If you have a bulky bed, then you want to avoid having a bulky carpet. So a carpet that has longer, thicker strands, that's something that is a bit more bulky and will not tie well with a bulky headboard. So you want to be keen on the carpet selection that you go with to avoid cramping up your room, to avoid feeling like it's just too small or too squeezed. And I just love a flat look on a carpet, and I think the piece that we have in this space makes a lot of sense for it. I love the brown detailing on it, the beautiful tassels that you see. The white also kind of ties in so well with the white bedding that we have, and it's just the right amount of softness that we needed for this room. We also had this empty wall just opposite the bed, and I had two ideas in mind. It's either I curate a beautiful sitting nook for my clients or we added more storage in the bedroom. And we've curated many comfortable sitting spaces in the living room and also in the dining room, and I felt like that was enough. You can never have enough storage, so I went with the idea of a dresser in the bedroom, and we wanted to have like a beautiful white one to tie in with the walls and also with the bedding. And considering we've done a lot of moody, we had done like a moody bed, it made sense to be able to brighten this side of the room. So we went with this gorgeous white dresser. We tied that in with the beautiful knobs that you see in matte black. We also custom made the black legs that you see for this specific dresser, and I think it just helped elevate it more and make it stand out more. We wanted to keep the styling very simple because I want this piece to be functional for my client. I want her to be able to place her perfumes and just her skincare when she moves in. So we've kept it very simple. She can always move the decor that we have going on here. But the main thing that we wanted to do was to anchor this dresser with the beautiful art piece that you see just above it. And we tied in that so beautifully with all the artwork that you see around the house. We kind of wanted to have the artwork make sense and speak to each other so that we don't have different vibes going on in the space. Yeah, so I think it's very beautiful. And just opposite, we wanted to have a mirror moment. A room is not complete, mainly a bedroom, if you don't have a big mirror where you can just like take nice photos. You can check out your outfit just before you go out for work. So we wanted to have a massive, gorgeous mirror, and it just felt right to have this gold framed mirror to tie in even with the gold legs that you see on the legs and even the simple knobs that you see on the bedside tables. And I think it blends in so beautifully even with the black details that you see on the dresser. Such a beautiful piece. It's massive, it's gorgeous, and I think it also kind of gives that depth that you'd want in any bedroom, just like help it feel bigger and feel more brighter and hairy. And I'm looking at this space and I love every detail in it. Every piece that we've put in this space kind of speaks to each other. The curtains, the light fixtures. It's a beautiful, inviting bedroom, and that was the goal. And I think that's it with our project reveal. I know it has been a while, but we have more coming up. We're excited with what is, you know, what we are cooking for you guys. The projects that we have lined up are amazing, and I hope this was great. I hope you guys loved it. Every custom furniture that you see in this space is available on Shop the Look by YK Homes. You're going to leave our details in the description box below. Let me know the thing that you love the most in this gorgeous space. It can be in the bedroom, it can be in the living room, or in the dining room. But yeah, so thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope you've loved it. If you have, give the video a thumbs up, and I'm gonna see you in our next one. Bye.
What's the worst case scenario? Plan out in your head how it's all gonna go. So you think you got it covered, but there's always something new that you discover you've not thought about. You can never figure out every possible outcome, and you're so scared you'll get it wrong. Have a good time, but a worry after. Petrified, will they think I'm awkward? When your brain's wired for disaster, even good things leave a bitter taste. Try to calm down, thoughts spinning faster. Terrified, hide it with laughter. When your brain's wired for disaster, even good things leave a bitter taste. Even good things leave a bitter taste, yeah. Even good things leave a bitter taste, yeah.